Okay. Time for more Matt for a shocking turn of events. Hey, you know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse Dadbook for a while. Are you ready? Save and continue. Matt and I have spent a lot of time together lately. After we went record shopping the first time, it sort of became a weekly tradition for us to scope out Vinyl Fantasy VII for new releases. On quieter days, I'll go to the Coffee Spoon and just hang out with him. He's been trying to get me to branch out from my usual black coffee to try new drinks, and they're always delicious. Since I've been spending so much time with Matt, Carmen, Sita and Amanda have become really close friends. Amanda's taken Carmen Sita under her wing, teaching her about photography, helping her with her homework, and introducing her to music that's not just boy bands. Well, she did end up taking her to one of the scream, cry, dancing boy concerts, so Matt wouldn't have to go. A truly heroic move. I can tell that Carmen Sita really looks up to her a lot, so it's great that Amanda's trying to be a good mentor. The open mic night is tonight. Amanda and I busy ourselves getting ready. I tried to pick out a nicer outfit than usual and pace around the room as well. A bunch of really cool bands are going to be playing and I'm excited to see them. I haven't been to a show since the first time Matt and I hung out. And before that for like several decades, so, you know, I haven't been to a show since. It seems like, you know, it's been a couple of weeks, man. It's weird. Ever since Matt played piano for me that one time, I've never been able to convince him to do it again. He's told me that he also plays guitar, drums and even the trumpet. He still won't play any of them. For someone so passionate about music, it's strange that he doesn't want to actually play it. You gotta bring up painful memories, my dude. You keep pushing and it's because I keep pushing and I'm controlling your actions. But it's your fault. You ready to go, Pops? I can hear Amanda in the hallway as she approaches my room. Yep. Amanda pops her head in and looks me over. She pinches the bridge of her nose. Dad, we talked about this. What? The sandals. They're older than I am. Vintage, some would argue. I thought you threw them out. Amanda, since when did you enroll in the Fashion Police Academy? I got kicked out because I was a loose cannon who couldn't play by the rules. For example, you're not allowed to mix florals, but you totally can if you have a good eye for colour. You're out of your jurisdiction, rookie. Amanda guards the door until I pick out a better outfit. Stop! Those sandals are going directly into the evidence locker. What's the... It's the trash. I propose a compromise. I keep the sandals but won't wear them tonight. Then we have this exact same argument the next time I try to pull them out. I guess. Come on, Dad. We gotta go. I've never seen the Coffee Spoon so packed. I spot familiar faces from the pup concert, all sipping on their caffeinated beverages of choice. A couple of people are setting up on stage. I don't see Matt, but I'm sure he's busy in the back. Amanda and Carmen Sita find each other immediately and do their secret handshake. Some complicated clapping with their hands and then a big hug. Tony! I turn to see Hugo sitting at the table with none other than Damien. Fancy seeing you two here. I am, as you know, a dedicated patron of the arts. It's a bit of a tradition between Damien and I now. Matt's open mic nights always seem to bring out the best talent in town. Sometimes it gets a bit odd, even of my admittedly eclectic tastes. You guys seen Matt around?
Oh.
Yeah, he was just helping that Pablo kid get some equipment out of his van. Whoa, Vacant Veil is playing a set? What? It's, Witch House. Damien's ears perk. What is that? I don't know. Well, it sounds delightful. Amanda says it isn't. Shame. Alright, I'm going to go find Matt and see if he needs any help. I head to the back room with the Coffee Spoon where I find Matt going over some last-minute show details with Pablo. My dude! Pablo and I share a full-on sincere bro hug. Glad you could make it, Tony. Wouldn't miss it for the world, man. You guys need any help? I think we're all set, actually. Pablo, can you remind what order people are going up in? Well, you got the handsome and unforgettable Vacant Veil opening up the set with new selections from his new album, Witch Diaries. And then the Third Waves, who are all extremely attractive and could beat me up and I'd still totally be into it. We're playing a 3-person acoustic set. We got a little bit of spoken word in there, a magic act, and then it looks like we're closing with... Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. No, absolutely not. I remember the ridiculous set this band put on when they opened up for Pup. Sometimes when it's quiet I can still hear the sound of an accordion being violently thrown against the wall over and over. They weren't that bad. No, you don't understand. The last time they played open mic night, they lit their bassist on fire, and the fire marshal had to shut us down. They also refused to pay for their drinks. Yikes. They are not playing tonight. Well, they're outside, all 17 of them. Tell them we're full. Then who's filling their spot? I don't want to push. But I absolutely do want to push. Matt, you should play. I don't think I should do it. Come on, Matt, you should play. No, I can't. I really can't. I'll play. What are you doing? What would you even do? Stop talking. Close your mouth. The Scummiest Manifesto is making a comeback solo show. I thought you didn't know how to play anymore. You don't know how to play anything anymore. Scar comes to you in the hour when you need it most, without fail. Stop being so desperate to please your hot friend, Tony. Is there a keyboard around? I think this whole thing is just bad. Your unending thirst will be your ultimate downfall. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, I have one right here. Then it settles. Dude, are you sure? No, I'm not. As sure as Scar is generally played with staccato notes on the upbeat. Well, as long as nothing gets set on fire, it can't possibly be worse than Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Matt grabs me by the shoulders and stares into my eyes. Thank you, Tony. I owe you big time. I like that the game is it doesn't give you as many options, because you choose the wrong option, then it just corrects to the right one, but you know. I settle back into my seat with Amanda and watch the show start. The house is packed now, with a few people even standing outside to watch. What have I gotten myself into? Tony, you idiot. Amanda, I may have made a mistake. Dad, if you bought a brand new pair of those sandals in hopes that I would be okay with you wearing them, I swear to... I agreed to pull out my scar. No! Absolutely not. I had to help Matt. Dad, I love you and I support you, but we left Scar behind for a reason. Look, it's either this, or we're in the splash zone for a group of 20 musicians all crying at the same time for the sake of art. And I'm not being hyperbolic about the splash zone thing. They literally handed out ponchos. Somehow, this is the preferable option. I just have to play the thing. Play what thing? You don't know how to play any instruments. Just promise me you'll still love me after this. I promise. But I may have to change my last name and I hope you'll understand. Of course. My new last name is going to be Fireblast. Amanda. Or maybe Cold Steel. Matt takes the stage to a roar of applause from the crowd. He grabs the mic and addresses us all. Thank you everyone for coming out tonight. Matt's so nervous. And I'm so nervous. I can't stop staring at his mouth and that makes me even more nervous. We have a jam-packed roster of amazing local talent who you might already know or maybe you've seen before but would like to see again, and I'm rambling now, sorry. Oh, Matt. So, let me just bring on a dear friend of mine who's making his live show debut. Please welcome to the stage, Vacant Veil. The crowd cheers again and Pablo bounds up to the stage beaming. He sets up his 2 laptops and keyboard and launches into his set. Thank you everyone, this one is called Witch House Never Dies and you're next. Pablo hits the crowd with a heavy, inaccessible synth bass layered under drum samples and clips from science fiction shows played in reverse. It's maybe not the right show for this, but everyone seems to be enjoying whatever this is. At the end of the song, Pablo jumps on the mic. Thank you to all the veil wearers who came out tonight. A portion of the crowd cheers. He has a fan base already? He has a name for the fan base? This is his first live show. You can buy t-shirts out of the trunk of my car after the show. Also, I'd like to thank my mum for coming out to watch me play. You're my rock, Ma. Love you, honey. Pablo plays a few more songs that are actually super fun to listen to. Wow, definitely did not see that coming, especially after Amanda's strongly worded thoughts about the genre. Once he's done, he vacates the stage and Matt jumps back up again. Big round of applause for our very own Pablo, who coincidentally works here. Yay, Pablo. And hey, next up are a group of young ladies who've been tearing up the East Coast with riot punk for 3 years now, probably. Years. I meant years. 3 years. Sorry, the writing on my hand smudged because I'm sweating. I shouldn't have told you while I'm sweating. I'm sorry. Wow, he seems just as visibly nervous as I feel right now. Put your hands together for the third waves. Buzzcut and Molly from Final Fantasy VII take the stage, followed by 2 girls with colourful hair and fishnet stockings. All of them were wearing combat boots and all of them look mad about something. Their set is so energetic that it almost seems like a pit is going to open up in the coffee shop. I look over to Amanda, who's clearly enjoying the hell out of anarchic female-fronted punk rock. Dad, can I get a lip ring? Sure, if you pay for it yourself. Come on, it's no fun if it's not an act of youthful rebellion. After the third waves close out their set, a variety of acts play to the delight and sometimes horror of the crowd. The magician tries to turn a cup of coffee into a cup of coins, but ends up just spilling hot coffee all over himself and dropping the coins. As each act leaves the stage, I get more and more nervous. There are so many people here. I don't know anything about how to play the piano other than it has keys and you have to touch the keys to make sounds. Also, I almost spill the flat white stripes in my hand because it's trembling so much. No joke, Dad. I'm rooting for you. You're going to knock 'em dead. Thanks, Manda Panda. An improv comedy group takes the stage. They take suggestions from the crowd and end up doing a scene that was supposed to be about coffee, but instead turns into 5 minutes of dick jokes. Classic. I have a hard time laughing. My stomach is tying itself into knots. Not just regular knots either, like kind of knots you get when you throw your phone charger, headphones and laptop charger in the same bag. Out of nowhere, Matt sits down next to me. Hey, are you doing okay? Everything is great. I want to reassure him that I'm okay, but just can't get the words out. I'm here. Alright, just making sure. I know you're going to do great, Tony. Matt squeezes my shoulder and jogs back up to the stage. Everybody, we're down to the last act of the night. Now this person, who is my friend, is making their return to the stage after a long hiatus. Please welcome, formerly of the Scammunist Manifesto, Tony Ferguson. Everybody cheers as I take the stage. Damien and Hugo are staring at each other in shock. They're staring at me in shock. Words are right there. You can see them with your seeing eyes. You just read the words and then you say them with your speaking mouth. Sorry, I'm falling off the wagon a little. I've talked for too long. Hey everybody, good to be here. Thanks for having me on. Great crowd. My name is Tony, but you can call me by my stage name. Frankie Two-Tone. The crowd claps politely. I sit down at the piano. That's a lot of keys. That's so many keys. Do pianos usually have this many keys? God, these lights are really bright. Someone coughs. I guess that's some good stage banter. And now I have to play a song. This song is called Beam Me Up, Scarty. Deep breath. How hard can it be? No matter... Oh, God. What is this? No matter how disastrous this is, I just have to make it through this whole song and I'll have saved the day. Here goes nothing.
Tickle that ivory.
This is good. I think they were better off with the other one. With the band where someone breaks the neck. Everybody Scar. Beam me up, Scarty. Beautiful. This feels like Scar. Piano solo time. This is the best music ever. Bravo. Rank, doing your best deserves an S. I look up at the crowd. I see a bunch of people shifting in their seats. Oh no, I'm losing them. Scar really is dead, and I killed it. Everybody Scar? Everybody Scar! Like a checkerboard tie-wearing angel descending from two-tone to heaven, Matt walks on stage playing the guitar. We lock eyes and he gives me a reassuring smile as he effortlessly plays the chords to the song. I look out and see the crowd go wild to Matt's appearance on stage. Everyone's bouncing around now. It fills me with renewed energy as we jump into the chorus. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up to Scotty the Scar Trek Enterprise. Matt jumps into an improvised solo that was way better than the one Darren Springstead wrote in high school. We make it to the end of the song in one piece and the crowd goes wild. I'm moist with sweat, head to toe. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Seller. The crowd practically screams. They all start chanting Matt's name. They want to hear you play, man. Matt smiles. I think I'm ready. I excuse myself from the stage and take my seat next to Amanda as Matt cozies up to the microphone. I take back what I said about Scar. That was pretty cool. I high-five Amanda and we look towards the stage. Hey everybody. More cheers. I haven't played in front of people in a long time, but it's cool to be back. This one goes out to a good friend. Matt locks eyes with me. We both smile. Who helped me to be able to do this again. Thank you. This is an old one from Stillness the Dancing. The entire crowd excitedly jumps to their feet. Matt closes his eyes and starts playing an upbeat, intricate melody. The crowd sways to the music. Matt looks entirely at peace with a small smile on his face as he sings. After he finishes his song, the crowd insists on an encore. He ends up playing a few more tunes to an adoring audience before thanking everyone for coming out. The moment he steps off stage, he gets mobbed by people. Everyone seems to be amazed that he's playing again. Damien and Hugo thread their way through the crowd to talk to me. That was amazing. It was certainly a sight. Do they make industrial darkwave ska? I'm not too sure if that genre exists, but it's never too late to start a band, apparently. I glance back over at Matt, who's hugging a bunch of people. They really seem excited to see him play. Well, yeah. He hasn't played since he lost Rosa. What? I didn't realise. It suddenly all makes sense why Matt was so reluctant to play. It must have taken so much for him to jump on stage with me just now. The crowd slowly filters out into the streets as the show ends. I decide to stick around a little longer to see if I can talk to Matt. Hey, I'm taking Carmen Cita to get ice cream. Is it okay if she sleeps over? We're going to paint our nails and start a punk band. Yeah, go have fun. Just please don't wake up the neighbours with any biting truths about the government or whatever. Don't worry, we'll wake them up figuratively instead. Amanda and Carmen Cita bump fists and head out. I spot Matt finishing up conversations with the couple stragglers on their way out of the coffee shop. Hey, Matt. Hey, dude. Need help closing up? I'd love that. Matt and I stack up chairs and sweep the floor in silence. We carry the stage equipment back to Matt's van when we see Pablo selling merch to a crowd of people out of his trunk. Shirts of the finest quality. Every step of production from thread to stitch overseen by yours truly. Graphic designs fit for a king. That kid's going to go far. We head back into the coffee spoon and Matt puts the finishing touches on closing. When we're all done, Matt and I lean up against the counter. Thanks for saving me from myself up there. All in all, it ended up being pretty cute. Plus, you protected us from Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Someone told me that they tried to do a street performance down the road, and they all got arrested for trying to form a human pyramid in traffic. Did it feel good to be on stage again? Yeah, it really did. I heard that you stopped playing after your wife died. I didn't realise it had been that long. Yeah. Matt looks like he wants to say something, but is having a hard time getting it out. He takes a deep breath. I'm not really a people person, obviously. Crowds make me nervous as all hell, which is not exactly the best for performing live music. But when I was with Rosa, she lit up the room. I could follow her lead. After she passed, I was lost. Even touching a guitar hurt too much. I tried playing for people over and over, but the music had never come out, so I just gave up. I guess what I'm trying to say is, life wasn't this scary when I had someone in my corner. Someone I felt safe with. I, hadn't felt like that for a long time. Until tonight. What changed? You. Blood rushes to my face. When I saw you looking so scared on stage, you reminded me of myself, and I didn't want anyone else to have to feel that bad. When I got up there and started playing, for the first time in forever, I felt comfortable. I was having fun. I'd spent all this time being so afraid of performing that I forgot how much I loved it. Your strength gave me strength. Whether you were trying to or not, you got me out of my comfort zone, so thank you. Thank you for helping me realise that I can do this. I'm glad I could help. You coming on stage, I didn't think you would stick your neck out for me like that. Especially considering all of this. That really means a lot to me. Well, you mean a lot to me. Matt and I lock eyes. He leans in and kisses me, quick and soft. He pulls away and covers his mouth. Oh God, I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't believe I just did that. Neither can I, but I'm glad you did. Our lips touch again. I brush his hair out of the way and rest my hand on the small of his back. Matt pulls me close. I don't like that it went dark there, like it's going to get non-Twitch appropriate. Everything about him is sweet and soft. His lips taste like vanilla. He smells like coffee cake. I can feel him smile through the kiss, which makes me smile. He laughs into my mouth, and I can't help but laugh too, our teeth knocking against each other. Ow. The moment I open my eyes, I realise we're still leaning against the espresso machine. Maybe the coffee shop isn't the right place for this. Maybe you're right. Let's go back to my place. This game's cute. I like it. Pretty high on the rude boys. Not very cool. Pretty low on the history channel. I think we could have got a better rank if I hadn't tried to make him play. But I do keep just pushing people. Very few daddy points that round. Lots of dad points. So it's important to know the distinction. We got the King of Carrot Flowers thing. Achievement, that's it. I love you, Barista Man. Whew, I think I have everything finally set up. You don't say whew. That's not how people make that noise. It's like a sigh. Anyway, phew. I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. I forgot that his name was Matt Seller, which has the same number of syllables as Jesus Christ, and just went for Barista Man, which didn't fit, but I was panicking, okay. I started the first syllable before I'd thought about the end of the line. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Tony, be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the US government. Well, if they think they're going to take me alive, they've got another thing coming. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Oh, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of long-haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. This is all 19 seasons. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. Whoop. You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! And I invited just a lot of dads. That's it. Just dads. Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable, down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Tony, my dude. Pablo, how's the shirt business going? My bud, I got men's shirts, I got women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes and colours. Each one of them of fine quality, screen printed with the logo and visage of well-renowned witch house outfit, Vacant Veil. Purchasable at most respectable retailers, but more specifically, out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mum's world-famous homemade apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. Tony. Brian, you made it. Ha, I don't pass up on good mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay her compliments. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. Bro! This is a real rager, taking our older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild. Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Me too, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Oh, we skipped all of that so we never even saw them. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh, boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah? Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into this neighbourhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We've got a big schedule planned out for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime? Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Tony. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey! Congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things at art school. Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realised that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you his attention. Yeah, I'm going to break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Yes.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. We've got to have words, kid. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. I stare at Lucien. He knows, I know, but I'm a man of my word. The story of his oregano betrayal will go unsung. Thanks for coming by. I spot Amanda and Carmen Sita in a corner of the party. I wonder what they're up to. As I walk up, I can tell they're already deep in conversation. Listen, it's like prison rules. First day of high school, you've got to establish yourself at the top of the pecking order. Really? No, just find a group of people that you like and then hang out with them. Be yourself. Don't worry about being cool. You'll find friends. And try not to kiss anyone who also has braces. You get stuck, kiddo. Hey, guys. Hey, Amanda's dad. Carmen Sita's here. Here's getting ready for high school. Got any advice? When you join a band, pick the easiest instrument to carry. I'm still walking a little sideways from my sousaphone days. Flute it is. Alright, I'll leave you guys to it. Carmen Sita, me and Amanda still on for dinner with you and your pops tomorrow? Yes, we're already planning a carrot cake for you guys. I better keep making rounds. I leave the two to keep conspiring. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realised that everything you've done has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Tony, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find... Also, I wonder if the stuff about him crying and stuff was to do with some of the choices I made when I was setting up my dad book profile, where I was talking about like emotional vulnerability and stuff. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It might just be coincidence, I'm reading too much into it. It's us. Kind of shocking all our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? Oh, I'm going to break so much stuff, intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably going to have to pay for most of it. We've got the world's best dad achievement. It would be my honour. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard where Matt is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are going to go get ice cream. Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Matt as the last guests make their way out the party. Seems like Amanda really enjoyed this. Thanks for putting together such a nice surprise. Carmen Sita's middle school graduation is coming up in a year or two. I'm sure for the right fee I could put something together. Only if I get to DJ. Matt looks down at his hands. It seems like he does that whenever he's trying to figure out the right words to say. Hey, I just wanted to say that... gosh, this is going to come out dumb no matter how I say it, so here goes. I haven't felt this happy in a long time. Whoa. You brought out the best in me, and it wasn't just because of the scar. Although that was really cute. Every moment that we've gotten to spend together since we met has been an adventure, and I just hope that we get to keep doing that. We make a pretty good team, you know? I mean, I'll let you handle the music playing, and the music singing, and actually pretty much everything related to music. But I can organise a party pretty well. I'm also good at kissing, so that's a big plus. That's true, you are very nice to kiss. I slide my arm around Matt and run my fingers through his hair, giving him a small kiss on the cheek. He giggles. See? That was a good one. And hey, I've actually been working on some new stuff. It feels really great to be writing again. Oh man, Matt, that's amazing. I'd love to listen to it sometime. If you were comfortable sharing it with me. Maybe I could show you some new tunes I'm working on in the studio later. You know I'm going to insist that we add a horn section. Matt rests his head on my shoulder and sighs happily. You know what? I'd actually like that. Dad tip 29. Medicine is not always the best medicine. Aw, that was a cute game. Amanda's a good kid. I hope she does well. Yeah. That's basically it. I was going to say that down a very depressing route, but no, it's fine. Yeah. It's a good bunch. And it got voice credits despite the fact that there was very little actual voice acting. I know that there was a lot more I could have done in terms of speaking to different people, but I wanted to do this as like a one-off Valentine's Day stream, and I didn't want therefore to have it like too long so that I wouldn't have time to play it all, so I just kind of focused on the thing. But it does mean I missed the penguin mini game. We got the dad battle mini game. We missed the radio mini game. We got the piano mini game. That was pretty. Whittling mini game and skee ball mini game and golf mini. There was so much more that we didn't get to see. Fishing mini game. I assume that was with Brian maybe. Concert mini game. That was cool. The gargoyle mini game. I know the running one will have been with Craig. What the hell was the gargoyle minigame? So it had DVP by Pup, and then it had a song called This Is Not DVP by Pup by someone else. Test company, please ignore. That was a comfy game. I get vanity shots of the glamorous dad. Just spending some time to relax and enjoy the ambience as we finish the game. Alright, well, I've been JPlay, and this has been Dream Daddy, our Valentine's Day special stream, and thank you for watching.